Hello, everybody, and welcome back to an interview with my best friend. Today it's just me and Hayden. Uh,
Woo!
we are the hosts and co-hosts and guests all at once.
Hi,
So
long
hold on to
time
your
viewer,
socks.
first time caller.
Long time caller, first time viewer.
Today we have a really special episode lined up for you guys. It's all of your questions that you tweeted at us. So, sometimes there are more benefits of following us on social media other than just being blessed with our beautiful faces every week or whenever we decide to post.
And our beautiful brain ideas.
So
that we put on the Twitter webs.
Yes. So we put we asked for some ideas on the Twitter webs, questions that you guys wanted us to talk about for some reason. So without further ado, here they are.
No judgment, just for some reason.
Just for some reason. From at Howie23, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
See, I've been thinking about this. I've actually been thinking about this since I saw this question posed, and I've seen different variations of this question posed.
Okay.
And I think because it's a duck, I think hold on. I think because it's a duck, I think I would be able to take on one horse-sized duck.
Really?
Yes.
Now,
because I feel like,
Josh,
if it was a goose, no contest. I'll take the 100 goose-sized horses.
Yeah.
All day, every day, and twice on Wednesday.
But Josh, I just want to bring this to your attention. You're not befriending this duck.
But I could.
No.
I could.
Would you rather fight? You have to fight this thing.
Yes.
Also, what are the stipulations?
Then he will submit to friendship.
You're like punching it. Be my friend.
Be my friend.
What are the stipulations for? Okay, so hypothetically speaking, you get into a fight with these creatures. Okay, who calls the fight off? When is the fight over? Is this just a perpetual fight? Is this a fight to the death? Is it a fight to knockout? What are the technicalities here?
I would say that you are my referee and I am your referee.
Okay.
I think that would make it. Or at Howie23 is the referee. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
They're the referee.
Howie,
so
you're the referee. And listen, I've been thinking about this for all of 5 minutes. And listen up. Hear me out. I have a hot take. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hot take. We have two options here. One horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses. Now, we've already established that these things exist because this question is being posed. So, I just want to point out there are two of us. So I say you fight the horse-sized duck. That's fine. I'll fight 100 duck-sized horses.
Okay.
That way, we get the most results. We can get the most out of this.
That's true. I feel like you're more equipped to fight 100 duck-sized horses because you're smaller and nimbler.
Oh.
So you might be able and since they're all fast and everything, you're smaller and nimbler. Whereas me versus a horse-sized duck, it's just two Goliaths going at it. Yeah. It's fucking Godzilla versus King Kong going at it.
I'm not gonna sell you short, Josh. I do care about you a lot, and in this fight, I would be worried for your well-being. Genuinely.
I'd put the duck in a sleeper hold.
Okay. Also,
I'd put it in a full Nelson. Actually,
do we get the advantage of just because these animals aren't inherently hostile towards us,
No,
so
ducks are lovable creatures.
Do we have the advantage of instigating this fight?
Because do I get to throw the first punch?
Yeah, because like I said, if we just roll up on a duck-sized horse or a horse-sized duck, for that matter,
it's just gonna look at me and go, honk.
It's probably gonna avoid us, honestly, especially the duck-sized horses, because that's just That just
because
speaks.
horses just in nature are timid bitches.
That's
So
right. If you're a horse and you're listening to this,
you're
go
a
to
timid
therapy.
bitch. Go to therapy.
You timid bitch.
You timid bitch.
Well, so actually, I
Hot
don't
take
know.
on horses.
I don't. If you're a horse, fuck you.
For all my horse listeners out there, go fuck yourself. You're a timid bitch. Wow, we hit the mature rating real quick in this episode, Hayden.
Yeah. So I just have something to say about horses real quick since we're on this topic.
Okay.
We'll just get our Hayden tangent out of the way real quick too.
Might as well.
We get our explicit rating out of the way. We get a Hayden tangent out of the way. I don't like horses that much. I don't like horses that much.
Really?
I just, I'm not really interested, if I'm being totally honest.
This is 2 times in the past week that a close friend of mine has told me that they don't really like horses. The first one I knew, because Lauren doesn't like horses. He had a bad experience with a horse when he was a kid. He's hated them ever since.
See, that's the thing. I've never had a bad experience with a horse. I went horseback riding for the first time when I was living in Spain. It was great. I had a great time. I was like, I could take it or leave it. It's fine.
That's fair.
I just wasn't that interested.
We have cars now. Why do we need horses?
Yeah, my car has
They're useless.
My car has 300 horsepower. So what the am I supposed to get 300 horses to move just as fast? I think
actually 1 horse equates to 4 horsepower. It's stupid. It's stupid. one horse has 4 horsepower.
Stop.
Have I violated some law?
So hold on. Are you serious?
I'm fairly certain that is true. 1 second.
One horse is worth 4 horsepower. Who decides these things?
How much horsepower does a horse have? Oh, it's actually much more. An average workhorse achieves a maximum of just under 15 horsepower at a sprint.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, listen up.
While a human at peak production achieves under or around 5 horsepower.
So you mean me at my peak production when I'm sitting in Starbucks and I'm editing the podcast?
Yes, you are exerting.
I'm exerting 5 horsepower. Oh, Jesus. Who decides this shit? That's what I want to know, because this is fucking asinine. Listen up. I have another hot take. If you're American, go fuck yourself. Listen up. The metric system exists for a reason. Imagine our ancestors having it all figured out for centuries. And then for some fucking dumb reason, we move over here and we're just
pounds and inches and feet.
Pounds, inches, feet, yards, horsepower. Go fuck yourself. America, miles. Go fuck yourself. This is America.
Stupid as hell. And
Fahrenheit.
I feel so stupid watching the Olympics. I feel so stupid watching the Olympics because everything's in meters. And I'm like, how long is a meter? I don't know because I'm a stupid American.
1 meter is
slightly longer than a yard.
Yeah.
Isn't it 39 inches or something like that?
I think so, yeah. Something like that.
Some weird thing like that. See, if we didn't have yards, we wouldn't have football, the great American sport.
See, I was going to say it's 100 centimeters, but that probably doesn't help you.
No, it doesn't. How long is a centimeter? Please, I need to know.
It's about half an inch.
My life depends on it. It's about half an inch.
Yeah, so, okay, rant over. But, so our next question comes to us from @PuzzledPluto, and their question is, what is your favorite weird animal / pet? For example, snakes, frogs, lizards, etc.
We've talked about this before. For me, if I could have an exotic pet, it'd be a duck.
Yeah,
I fucking love ducks, and that ties in perfectly with the last question. Puzzle Pluto, amazing synergy with Howie 23. How did you do it?
Synergy intensifies. I think, what would I have? I can't have a dolphin. I feel like that's illegal.
If you have enough money, it's not illegal.
Okay.
If you have enough money, nothing is illegal, actually.
Okay, that's true. But here's the
Jeff Bezos just launched a dick into space.
to date this episode, yeah. So, okay. Maybe financially I could make it legal. But now there's another problem.
Is it ethical?
Yeah, I was gonna say we have an ethics problem.
Once again,
just because
if you have enough money, ethics don't matter.
Well, ethics are ethics, Josh. And I'm just saying, just because I can doesn't mean I should. Like, yeah. Do I have the fiscal means to own a dolphin?
Acquire a dolphin? Sure. Why not?
Should I? Absolutely not. Do you know how far these things have to swim in their lifespan? A fucking long...
At least 5 kilometers. At least.
Masterful speculation, Josh. By the way, Josh,
I'm really low barring it.
By the way, Josh, how long is a kilometer?
No, it's 1,000 meters.
You mean 5,000 meters?
Well, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meter. I know that. I don't know how long that comes out to be. Like actually doing it.
It's about 39 feet times 1,000.
So 39,000 feet.
What? No.
You said 1,000. You said 39. You said 39 feet times 1,000.
Oh, I meant inches. Fuck. See, this is why we shouldn't do this.
This is why America is stupid.
My dumb American brain gets confused.
Come listen to 2 Americans just ream on America.
We kind of did that in Julia's episode. I was
enjoying it. Great.
This is just part 2.
So much fun. This is part 2 without any outside influence. It's just us talking because we can.
All right. Speaking of,
that should just be the name of the podcast anymore. Us talking because we can.
So I think it's funny because we always make jokes like, oh yeah, who wants to listen to 2 white dudes like talk on the internet? But hear me out. At least also I wanted to talk. Okay, we're getting a bonus tangent.
Number 2.
We're getting a bonus tangent in here, Josh. Also, we didn't really, I feel like you and I have not talked about this like at all.
And it's been a while since we talked business on the pod, so we might.
No. I'm not talking business. That's not where I'm going.
This is a new segment that we're introducing to the podcast called Business on the Pod.
Yeah, but I'm not talking business. I'm talking.
Never mind.
So, we are 2 guys on the internet, and we're white, and we probably should just shut up. But here's something that we haven't talked about. Like you and I have not talked about this off the podcast, I don't think. And that is that we're both a little bit gay.
Oh, for sure.
And I just feel like we haven't talked about that.
Everybody is so fucking attractive. It hurts.
Everyone, like, it's so crazy because I'll see somebody. I fall in love. I think I've said this on the pod before. I fall in love like 3 times a day.
Yeah.
I just see somebody. I'm like, oh my God, I'm in love.
I get that. And like Becca and I are always like pointing out like people like to each other. She's like, look at that person. I'm like,
bro, yeah, window shopping. I love that shit. Like anyone who says I love to people watch, no, you don't. You love to check people out. Be honest with yourself. You're horny and you need to be bonked.
You're horny on Maine and must be bonked.
But so I just thought it was funny because I don't know. I've never really felt like I had to come out to you. And obviously you didn't feel like you had to come out to me. Also, we have just never talked about that at all. And I don't know. I just think it's funny because I told Wyatt, or I didn't really tell Wyatt. I just like casually brought it up and he was like, wait, are you bi? And I was like, I mean, it's all on a spectrum, right? Like,
if you got to put a label on it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really know, man. Like, it's all a spectrum. A human, if they're good looking and they're not a dick and they're not American, I'm probably into them.
That's a big thing if they're not American.
Yeah, I'm like 40% joking, but I'm 60% not joking. And also, like, I definitely feel like, I don't know if you get this, but I definitely feel like I'm one of those, I fit into that like category that suffers from bi erasure, where because I prefer women, I'm like I'm less valid, or I'm seen as like less, like worthy of the the Queen of England is knighting me with a sword, declaring me bi, but then people are in the crowd like, yeah, but he's not actually, like, we don't claim him.
Yeah, no, I get that. Becca definitely gets that too.
Yeah.
Although she's repeatedly said that if she wasn't with me, it'd be women all the time. I'm like, that's fair. Men are gross.
Yeah, men are fucking gross.
Until they're not, and it's like, why?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so that's all I wanted to say. Is I think it's cool. Okay, Josh, I have another question for you. Ready?
What is the question? I think I should ask this question to you.
Okay, who's it from?
I don't know.
Oh, I have like, I can send you the screenshots.
Oh, never mind. Maybe you should ask me, actually.
Okay.
Just Uno reverse.
Uno reverse card. Actually, that's, you know what the funniest thing about that is this tweet comes to us from @HaydenIsmondo on Twitter. And it's, what on God's green earth is up dog?
I don't know. It's up to you.
So anyway, that was our Uno reverse card. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Just kidding. We're still here.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's up, dog?
Nothing. Just doing a little late night pod with my best bud. My best
Just
pal.
So y'all know, we're trying to like crank out like 4 of these in the span of 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it'll be fine.
You'll know. Know.
Everything's fine.
Everything. No one's gonna know.
No one will know.
How would they know?
If we change our clothes after we...
No one will know.
Yeah, literally no one will know. Except we just told them. So they might know. Damn
Roku,
it.
why did you tell all of that? Why would you do that?
Roku. What the hell?
Man.
So
the worst.
I miss Roku so much.
It's because we talked about Updog.
It's true. He had to get his revenge. He was like, what about Upcat? How come
what about Upcat?
Why is it always Updog and never Upcat? Josh, I miss Roku so much.
He's like brooding on the windowsill.
And
he's mad about something. I don't know what.
He's probably mad because he knows deep down in his soul that I've been spending time with a cat.
Hayden.
Yeah.
You can't do this to the poor boy.
I'm sorry. One of the actually it's 3 cats.
3 cats. Jeez,
yeah.
You hoe.
I know. So I've been spending time with these 3 cats. One of them actually looks like Roku.
Roku, he's really replaced you.
It's not a replacement thing. Roku is still number 1 in my heart. 100%
of replacement.
No, Roku's still number 1
I
in
understand. He smacks you. He munches on you. I understand.
He tries to take my stuffed animal snake away from me.
He does do that. Buddy, come here.
But yeah, so I've been spending some time with some cats. Some cats have entered my life recently. Amazing. And it's given me a new appreciation for cats. Because I'm not a really big cat person.
Yeah, I wasn't either until we got Roku. And I don't know how I became a bigger cat person because of it. He's kind of an asshole, but I love him.
Sure.
I love him to death. He's my little baby chunky boy. But
and especially I just put up with so much shit.
Oh yeah, I put up with so much bullshit from that asshole. But no, I like see cats everywhere, and I'm like, oh, the kitty cat. But I'm also like, Oh, the puppy dog. Like I love animals.
I fucking love animals, man.
Animals are the best. We
Animals
don't
are the
deserve
best.
animals.
Yeah. If you're a
Dog,
human,
cat, doesn't matter.
if you're a human, you don't deserve animals. And I just hope you know that. And then somebody like subtweeted me. They were like, oh, well, I do because I take good care of my dog. No.
You still don't.
You taking good care of your animal is literally the bare minimum.
Yeah.
You don't.
That is the bar to clear.
The animal, you owe that animal your entire life. Like, we don't deserve animals at all. They are the purest, most sincere, and just godly creatures that I think exist.
That's like the one thing on TikTok that automatically like gets a like from me. It's like if I see a TikTok that has an animal in it, I'm like, all right, hell yeah, what's going on with this boy?
When you see animals on TikTok, will you send me them?
Yes.
Because I'm not on TikTok.
You're not on that TikTok?
No.
That
TikTok? My friends send me TikToks, but they're all like language learning.
Oh.
Yeah. They're all like, oh, because I'm learning Portuguese. So it's all like, oh, this gringo is speaking Portuguese, and it's like a lesson. It's like oh, we say this, or here's a cool phrase, or what. Anyway, send me animal TikToks, please.
For sure, I will.
If you see it, if you, the listener or the watcher of this, are hearing this and visually seeing it, and you want to send us animal TikToks, tweet at us.
Just tweet them at us.
Yeah,
please do.
Just be like, hey, look at this.
I love seeing those little boys and girls.
I fucking
just
love
doing
it.
Their best.
So we have another question from Howie23.
I love that man.
He's a great dude. So he's asking, what's the worst result of a one roll you've ever heard of? This one's tough.
This one is tough because I don't remember one rolls all that much. Because as a DM, I'm just like coming up with them on the fly, and I normally don't try to be too brutal, like with my one rolls, just because like I don't want to like discourage people with them. So I don't really have any that I remember from anything that I've done or like played. I do have one that I know of from watching. I'm fairly certain this was like in Critical Role. This happened in Critical Role. But they were fighting like at this like volcano and everything. And one of the characters, they were like really high level at this point. They were like level like 13 or 14 at this point.
Ooh.
I know they're practically gods at this point. And Keyleth, the druid of the group, was like trying to run and like do something and like hit like one of the enemies or something. And Matt, the DM, asked her to roll like acrobatics to kind of like or no, it was like it was some sort of roll to like use her like nature abilities, like help her boost herself up to where this creature was. And she rolled a nat 1. And so she face planted into the lava that was right there. And she took almost 60 points of fire damage.
Holy shit.
Like, I was like,
She probably got like a lasting injury too.
I don't know if they were really keeping track of like lasting injuries and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I think for me,
yeah,
the worst. So I had to kill a character because they rolled a 1, but that's not like, I don't know. I feel like that's not really an interesting.
There are fates worse than death.
Yeah. Like, I think critical failures are not like that really. I don't really make them that bad either. Like, I like to kind of, pull back.
Small tangent for Josh. I remember like as a kid always hearing like the phrase "they're a fate worse than death" and be like, what could be worse than dying? And then I grow up and realize just how many horrible things can happen to you, and then you have to live with those things. Yeah.
Like capitalism.
So, yeah, like capitalism.
among many other things.
Among many other things. So if younger Josh is listening to this, first of all, go to therapy.
Yes.
You'll turn out better, which doesn't seem possible, but is.
Yes.
Second of all, yeah, there's worse things than death, you little shithead.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm done talking. I'm done demeaning my younger self.
So
Goku scratching up a chair. It's a great time over in the Josh household.
Hayden tangent that might be cut from the podcast. So I'm just going to preface this so that we know where to mark it so that we can cut this if we need to. So I think it's funny that we've referenced the whole go to therapy meme so many times in this episode, because I'm currently talking to my friend and she has connections with like graphic designers. And so basically I'm in the process of creating t-shirts for the podcast.
Amazing.
And so
I can put my business on the pod.
Yeah.
Transition here.
Yeah. So if we have merch ready to go by the time this episode goes up, I say we keep this segment in. If we don't, we'll just cut it.
Yeah.
But I'm working on merch, so keep your eye out. We're doing a shirt that says "Go to Therapy" on it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. I want to do like a pocket tee. So on the pocket, it's got our logo, the podcast logo, and then on the back it says, "If you're reading this, go to therapy."
Nice. I like it. It's perfect.
Yeah. So that's in the works.
That could or could not be coming to a neighborhood near you.
Yeah. Also, I'm working on a very special project also, because my friend who I was talking to her about the t-shirts, and she was like, this could be a really good idea for mugs as well.
Ooh, yes.
And let me tell you, I have a mug collection. I use the shit out of mugs.
I don't use them as often as I want to.
If you are interested in mugs, let us know in the comments below, and we'll try to get that plastered on a mug.
If this is still this is still staying in the pod.
Yeah. So
anyways, natural transition out of that.
Yeah, super natural transition that's very smooth and not abrupt at all.
So Hayden, you never really came up with like a worst result of a one roll.
So I don't really have one. Like I said, I tend to pull back on my, on my punches a little bit, because I love my players so much. I would never do anything to hurt them. And I think I already talked about that one time where one of my players rolled a 1 for dick size. I think that's probably like the worst that I could come up with. But since we're talking about bad rolls, I want to discuss a roll that wasn't necessarily bad, but it ended up being bad. So in Tomb of Annihilation, there's this one part of the tomb where essentially it's this giant hallway and there's a fan in it. And there are different ways to disable it's got like the fan blades are like sharp. And there's a lot of different ways to disable this, and it like lays out how the players can mitigate this threat. In the book, there's like a bunch of different ways that they can do it. Well, so my players decided to just try to jump through it and see what would happen. Of
course. Perfect.
So of course they did. And they were like, can I jump through this? And I was like, yeah, sure, make a dex save. So first player, by the way, the DC save on this is 25.
Yeah, I figured it was something bad like that.
Yeah. So the first guy goes, he says, oh, I got a 14. And I was like, all right. I rolled the damage. He took like, I don't know, fucking 2d8 or something like that. Not that bad.
Okay.
Not that bad.
That's really not that bad of damage.
I might also be just making that up. I don't remember. I'm just, for story purposes, let's just call it 2d8. And then the next guy goes up. He rolls a 19. And I had this idea and I rolled 3d8. And I was like, okay, you take this much damage. And then he was like, how come I took more damage? And I was like, well, you did better on the DC check, which means you made it further through the fan, which means you take more damage. And he was like, that's fucked up. And I was like, well,
Tomb of Annihilation. What were you expecting?
Yeah, exactly. So not, yeah, sorry to not really answer your question,
So
but
I have a fun answer for this of something that actually happened fairly recently in my Twitch D&D campaign that I'm running.
Twitch.tv/Joshua58.
That at Howie23 is actually a part of, and this actually involves his character. He's playing a dragonborn sorcerer, and they were fighting some bandits, and he cast Ice Knife at the bandits, and he rolled a natural 1, which like obviously missed. I was like, yeah, your like shot goes wide, like, and it sticks into like a building that's like right beside him. Like it just utterly fails. And he's like, oh man, okay. But Ice Knife has a second property to it where it explodes afterwards. And I was like, but it still explodes. And because it missed, and he doesn't know that it's stuck in a building that's like behind him and like next to him, I'm going to give him disadvantage because he thought that just like completely missed. So like I kind of turned like his critical failure into something that like still did like what he wanted to do in the end. And obviously that bandit failed his deck save and actually died from the explosion of the Ice Knife. And I was like, see, nice. Hey, even your failures can be successes sometimes.
I like that. That's something that you can take to the bank.
Because I like we talked about in one of the episodes, I have a lot of like D&D ideas and stuff on Twitter that I see all the time. And one of the things was like, don't like make all your nat ones like, oh, you threw your sword like 20 feet like in the wrong direction as you missed the enemy. Like just like make it narratively like if you have like a character that is like hell-bent on revenge or something and is finally fighting the person that they're like wanting that revenge on, and they critically miss an attack or they miss an attack, don't be like, oh yeah, you missed completely wide and just like can't even like hit this guy. Be like, no, your anger's like outbound, like taking you off your balance of your attacks, and that's why you're not hitting. Like you're not swinging like in time, you're swinging with like this fury instead of like swinging with like your proficiency. So I've been trending in that direction of like making misses and critical fails less horrible, and like a bit more narratively satisfying.
I like that a lot better. Yeah. And that's the thing is like sometimes it's fun and then sometimes it's not. Like the results don't have to be catastrophic every time either.
Yeah.
They could just, you got to kind of, whatever the situation is, you got to play into that. But you're so wise, Josh.
I remembered in that one thing that actually happened with the character that I played. It was a perception roll. It was a perception roll, and perception rolls with nat ones are
perception
the best
are the best.
Ever.
Yeah. I love that shit. Yeah.
And it was like the first character I ever played. Like this is in my campaign with Ash, who we just had an episode with.
I love that, Ash.
And I was playing this dwarf barbarian named Welby. We were like in this town that was under the control of like a vampire or something, but it was kind of like a benevolent rule with this vampire. It was really weird. And we were just like exploring his mansion in this town, and like we were all like going room to room, and I like opened a door and I was like, what do I see in this room? And Ash was like, roll perception for everybody, and everybody rolled. Two of the people, like one of the people got a nat 20, one of them got like a decent roll, and I rolled a critical fail. And Ash was like, dude, you don't even know where the fuck you are anymore.
Yeah.
Like you like turn this corner, you're like, they literally Gandalf in the Mines of Moria. I have no memory of this place.
Oh my god,
it was great.
I had a real life perception check critical failure today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was backing into my parking spot, and my heart has never beat this fast, and I've never been this afraid in my entire life. That's probably not, I'm exaggerating, but At least
You fought a bear once.
At least for a while. Like, it's been a while since I've been this terrified of an experience. And as I was backing in, I like stopped. I came to a stop. As I came to a stop, the car next to me started pulling out. So they drove out of the parking spot, and I just saw the car move, and I thought I was still in motion. So in my head, I'm not even joking. In my head, I physically thought that my car had kept going backward out of my control, and like I was about to hit the house behind me.
Yeah, I can see how that would scare you.
When really, I was just completely stopped.
You were completely stopped, yeah.
It was terrifying. It was like one of the most jarring things I've ever experienced. Yes, that happened to me today. So there's like a real life Nat 1 that I had.
Hell yeah.
Our next question comes to us from @DudeBoyAaron.
Oh, yes.
I love Aaron so much. He asks, what was the single most random event in your life that has the biggest impact? Like something wild, not a small chain event thing, like big catastrophic whack change, not necessarily bad though.
Okay, so
it's a great question.
I have an answer for this, and it involves you.
Oh shit, really?
This has made it so I will not like say anything to anyone with my windows rolled down.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
So Hayden,
I still think about this all the time.
Like, Hayden and I were just driving around like in like our junior year of high school or something, and we drive past this gas station, and there's this like roided up guy like filling up his car at the gas station, and we have the windows down because my truck didn't have air conditioning, so of course we did. And Hayden like leans out the window and screams at this guy, "I farted on your car." And we have a laugh and we keep driving, and then we see this car just zooming up behind us. We're like, what the fuck is going on? So like we turn into like a neighborhood. This guy like pulls up beside us and says, "What the fuck did you say to me?" And we were just like, "We farted on your car." And he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And like speeds off or whatever. And we're like,
he got out of his car.
Yeah, like
he was like trying to like fight us. So, like, okay, I felt so bad for this, but me and Josh, we were dumb kids. Josh was very upset, yeah. But we're dumb kids. Like, we scream shit out of the car all the time at people, and you know that's just what dumb kids do.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah,
but
so
this was
like if I have my windows down and somebody like says something to me, I don't even respond to those people in any sort of manner, because I'm like, what if they get in their car and they chase me down and scream at me?
Yeah, that was terrifying.
That was legitimately terrifying.
I don't think we screamed out of your car window like after that. Never again. We were like, okay, well, that was a fun little thing that we did while it lasted. I think the closest thing that we ever got to that after that moment was we were on our way to dress rehearsal at Les Mis, and we each had an instrument, and we were in Wyatt's Jeep. Like, I had bongo drums, and we were just he had the doors. I think I had
like a kazoo or something.
Wyatt had the doors and the top off of his Jeep, and we were just rolling around and being idiots and playing these instruments
on the interstate. And mind you, this Jeep only got up to about 45 miles per hour before it started shaking apart. So people are like passing us and seeing us like play our drums.
Yeah. It's probably the closest thing.
That's like funny. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put that in the same category as like yelling something at someone from the car.
Yeah, that's probably the closest that we got, though.
Yeah, that is 100% something that I'm just like
never doing that again. I'm pretty sure someone took a video of us. If you took a video of us, will you please send it to us? I'd really love to see it.
Yeah, because we had a lot of friends that were in that Les Mis group that then probably saw us on the interstate doing that.
Yeah, probably. That was so much fun. So
what's your thing?
What's my my random event? God, I really have no clue.
Is it just my event also?
Honestly, that is a really good one.
It is. I do still think about that to this day.
I would just say it's people that I meet, like whatever the circumstances are. Like it's crazy. Like my circle of close friends has changed so dynamically in the last 6 months. Like I hold some people so near and dear to my heart that were complete strangers this time last year, let alone like 6 months ago. It's crazy. And I just think, every day I meet people and yeah, they just have like a huge impact. I know that's kind of like a weak answer.
What a wholesome answer from you. What a nice little wholesome answer. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
Also, I found $20 lying on the ground in the parking lot.
You should have led with that.
One time, yeah, this was like last week. I found $20 in the parking lot, and then I needed that $20 later, and so it worked out great.
Nice.
I guess that's not super impactful, but I don't know. I would say, like when somebody opens up to you about something in their life and it's like ground shaking, I think that's pretty impactful because it just, you see someone every day and you don't know that they're harboring that. And it's not like I'm not saying like you take it for granted or anything like that. I'm just saying you're just simply not aware of it. And that's fine. But just getting someone's perspective and just like seeing what kind of life another person leads.
For sure, yeah.
It's crazy. It's super impactful. So yeah, that's my answer, I think.
I like that.
Our next question comes from it's cut off, at Meredith ... So Meredith asks, what's a tattoo that you would pick for the other person that doesn't line up with their current tattoo plans?
So I had to look up the name of this because my brain was jelly. I just got done with my work week, so my brain's not at full capacity. But you know how you have like the one ring, not what this looks like, it's my left arm, but it's actually my right arm. I know it's on your right.
It's actually on my left.
Oh, it is on your left. Well, fuck.
Doesn't matter. I know what you mean.
What if this would be a pretty sweet one? On like the inside of your bicep, you had Andoril like going through that. Like,
yeah.
That'd be pretty cool, right?
That'd be fucking sick.
That'd be pretty fucking dope, right?
Yeah. I would, yeah. I need another Lord of the Rings tattoo.
You do, sure. And I think that'd be a pretty good one.
I have an appointment on Tuesday to get that tattoo that I had drawn up for my grandma.
Oh yeah.
I'll send a picture so you can see it, and it'll be on the screen right here. But here. I'm excited. I've been waiting to get this tattoo for a hot minute. Okay, our last question.
Hey, now wait a second.
Oh wait,
you have to answer these questions. You have to answer these questions, boy.
I keep forgetting.
What tattoo do you want me to get?
I keep forgetting I'm part of this. I keep forgetting I'm part of this.
How do you forget your end of the bargain?
I think that you should get a Batman symbol tattoo.
Just like right on my chest. Just right.
Not on your chest. Maybe like on your left, like right above your heart. Maybe.
Maybe that'd be kind of cool. And I want to get some sort of like Batman symbol somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where, because I love my Batman.
As long as it's not that like the torn flesh and then under it is the Batman suit.
Oh no.
Because that's just, I get it. It looks really cool. Like, I'm not going to deny it looks really cool. But
I'm not a fan of those.
I'm not a fan either because that's just not functional. Like you're trying to tell me under your fleshy skin, between your skin and your muscles.
You're wearing a leather suit under your fleshy skin?
That's fucking
what
stupid,
the fuck is
bro.
wrong with you?
Oh god. So yeah, I think you need a Batman tattoo with how much you love Batman.
I do love Batman. I need to get.
I want the record to
tattoos in
stand.
general.
I want the record to stand that I would have given that answer even if you weren't wearing a Batman shirt today.
That's fair. I will make sure that the record has kept track of that.
Like the record was sitting down and now it's standing.
And it is now standing. That is correct. That's how it works.
Yep. So now, actually, our last question comes again from Puzzled Pluto. And they ask, what's your favorite role you've ever played? Warlock, hands down.
Now, do you think they meant like...
Oh, in theater. Oh. Fuck. Yeah, that would make more sense.
That wouldn't it? That's what I thought. But as long as we're answering like that too, I'm support, I guess, in a party. That's my favorite role. I like being the support classes like Bard and Cleric. Hayden obviously just likes to Warlock.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast him. Okay, my favorite role that I ever played. Probably the gnome in Shrek the Musical. If not that, then just being in Les Mis in general.
Twice? Were you in it twice?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, you were, right? You were in it when we did it out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, my turn. Shit. See, I've known that this question is coming, and I have a bit more of a resume than Hayden in theater.
Yeah, it's true. You have like triple my resume. I think I've only been in like 6 shows.
True.
Almost Maine, Little Women,
shit.
Les Mis, You're in Town, Shrek, fucking Jekyll and Hyde, and then Les Mis again.
Yeah, it tracks 7 shows.
Seven shows. Well, Josh, you could give an answer like mine where like you're in between 2 of them and you're not quite sure.
I have a top 3. I have a top 3.
I'll accept that.
Third place, and these are all like pretty much like any given day they could like switch places. Third place is probably Fester from Addams Family, playing Uncle Fester. That was such a blast. I did shave my head for that. I don't think I'd ever do that again. I think I would just commit to the makeup.
I'm so glad I never had to see you bald.
Yeah, I didn't look bad.
Oh no!
I also had to shave like my facial hair, and that's when I didn't look as good because I was just completely hairless on except for eyebrows.
Yeah.
But he was just such a fun character to play, and honestly, I think playing that character helped me develop more of like my upper register for singing because I was talking in a voice like this the whole time while I was Fester, which is very different from my normal voice.
Really?
Yes, buddy.
No, yeah, but I'm glad I never had to see you bald because like I think I'd be traumatized.
That's fair.
I'm sure that you were still very handsome as ever, as you always are, but I think for me, like seeing you like that would have been jarring.
Well, good news. No recording. Well, one recording exists of it, but it's just for Aspire Theater to see and no one else.
Mm.
Second place is probably Les Mis, but not the Les Mis that I was actually named role in. The Les Mis that I was ensemble in.
Yeah.
I had much more fun ensemble in Les Mis than I did as Thénardier. Granted, I would love to play Thénardier again because that was a really fun
a great
role to play.
Yeah.
I'd rather be Javert.
I
But
loved our
bit.
Thénardier. I loved our bit that we had when you were Thénardier.
Oh yeah, when you were the blind man and I still.
So Josh was Thénardier and I was a blind man that just happened to walk into his bar. And here's the thing, I probably looked absolutely ridiculous because
you did.
Josh and I, newsflash, we don't wear the same shoe size.
And I steal his shoes.
And
in the song and put them
in
on.
the song, Josh steals my shoes and wears them. So when I walk in, I have to be wearing these
size 12 shoes.
I think they were size 13.
Even. I think they were 13, yeah.
Yeah, they were even bigger than Josh's normal shoe size. And so I'm just like clunk, 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 walking in
and
there.
Every fucking night that my dad was there, you could hear him just out in the audience just
yeah,
like laughing at Hayden because it's just so fucking ridiculous.
And also, like, I was a lot smaller in high school than I am now.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I had a huge glow up, thank God. And yeah, so just imagine me even smaller than I am now in size 13 shoes. And then if that doesn't make you laugh, I don't know, you're hopeless.
Oh, shit. Okay, I have a top 4 because I forgot about Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh yeah,
just being in that was amazing.
That's what I thought you were gonna say is your number 1.
No, my number 1 is the last role that I did, which was Bruce in Fun Home, which was just a completely different role from anything that I'd ever done before. It wasn't a comedic role at all. Like it was.
Josh has only done comedic roles.
Like
for the most part,
except for this one time,
yeah,
when a director trusted me to like do this role, and I fucking loved it. Like I've always wanted to do like more like serious characters, not always be like the comic relief. I love playing the comic relief because I love like comedy and all that, but like even like Robin Williams like loved doing comedy, but he also loved doing like those serious roles and everything like that. Every like comedian, like deep down, like, every comedians more often than not are better like dramatic actors than dramatic actors are.
It's true. Like Patch Adams, holy shit, fucking fantastic.
Robin Williams, case in point. Look at fucking Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting is such. I can't say
chef's kiss.
I can't say enough good things about Robin Williams. I don't need to. You all know how amazing he was.
Yeah.
But goddamn, like what hurts me most about the whole fucking panorama this past year
is being so close.
Huh?
Is being so close. And having so much to say.
What?
And watching you walk away.
God damn you.
No, sorry, go.
No, the theater that I did Fun Home at was going to be doing Jekyll and Hyde as their summer show. And the director for that show was heavily like recruiting me to like audition for that show. And I was like, you don't have to like recruit me to audition for that. I will audition. That is probably my favorite musical as long as I am Jekyll/Hyde. And I don't want to say like I don't want to infer that that's why she wanted me to audition for it, but I'm gonna infer that because like it just like I don't see why she would have been pushing for me to like audition for that show if she didn't have like if you didn't see me as like that role, because what other role are you gonna like push me to audition for that show in and put me in?
Well, we need
somebody
to pick up a 250-pound man, so we really just need you for that. I broke him.
Just cast somebody in that role that is smaller.
No.
That way somebody else can pick them up.
No. Can't do it.
Do the 2-person Jekyll and Hyde thing. Have Joseph be Jekyll and me be Hyde. Can you imagine that shit?
That would be a pro gamer move, I think.
That was one of their ideas, but they wanted to just do the 1 person, which I think is I think that works better. But it would have been really cool if like Joseph and I like split time on that character.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, it wouldn't have been fair to Joseph because I would have gotten all the cool songs.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
He would have gotten all the tenor songs and I got the cool like growly fucking Hyde songs.
Yeah.
I miss theater so much. I need
same
Lake City Playhouse to like announce their actually 1 second.
Ooh,
was at my fingertips.
I need to get into a theater. I think that'd be cool. I haven't done anything since
they're still closed. That makes sense.
What? It's in Idaho. How are they still closed?
Because they're run by smart people.
Oh, that's true. I just know that Idaho's always been like, what's COVID?
Yep. But they're probably waiting for, I guess, like December or something to announce like we're back. Because once December comes along, like we'll probably have the boosters for COVID at that point.
You think there's going to be boosters?
Oh, there's for sure going to be boosters. Little inside baseball for you there. No, there's like we've been hearing about them at Walgreens for months now. So
really,
yeah.
Shit.
It's for the Delta variant of the virus and everything, but they're not gonna release it during flu season because they don't want you to get like your flu shot and like your COVID shot at the same time because they might like interact with each other in your body, whatever.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is he gonna fuck me up?
Maybe.
Because that second Pfizer shot, I was not having a good time.
Fuck you up.
Yeah, I was not having a good time. But it's all water under the bridge. Well, everybody, that was our fan questions episode. We're going to
try and do at least one of these once a season.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I think that's the plan. Yeah.
It is now. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. Business on the Pod is alive and well.
Becca's going to hate this.
Becca's going to hate this episode.
So thank you to everyone who asked us questions. We love you.
If you want your question to be on here next season, make sure that you tweet at us, you retweet our announcements. You can put like questions in the YouTube comments. We read all the comments. So like put your questions there. Don't put them in your reviews because that's a weird place to put questions. Just like tweet at us, put them in our Instagram like comments, put them in the YouTube comments, put them anywhere that they make sense to be put. And we will read them and we'll probably put them in for the next season.
Yeah. Probably.
We want a whole fucking catalog of these questions. That way we can just like roll up into our fan questions, be like, oh, we have so many questions. Let's just pick the top 7 and go from there.
I think that's a great idea.
I think so too. How many do we have here? Wow, we had 7. I didn't even count that. And I was just like, let's pick the top 7. I think that's about how many questions we normally have in an episode. Anyways, I've been Josh. He's been Hayden. Now he's Josh and I'm Hayden.
I've been Josh. This has been Hayden, your co-host. And it was just a blast. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We love you, guys, gals, non-binary pals.
You only have a few more chances to get into the giveaway. Make sure you do all those things.
Do all the things, and look at the description. I put a secret message in there just for you. Yes,
we love you all.
This.
We love your walls. Have a great night or day or whatever.
This is an interview with my best friend. Signing out.
Signing. Don't you know? Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
The recording has done started. It's the
This
worst
right
fucking
here.
sound that's ever happened.
This right here is a recording. You can tell because the lady said that it's recording.
The recording has started. Hey.
I can't tell if my accent there is like an Australian trying to do a British accent or just a really shitty Australian accent.
Or like somebody from Jersey trying to do a British accent. Like the recording,
so my cousin
the
Vinny.
recording started.
The recording started. What if we do it? What if we do an entire episode in the New Jersey accent?
We'll get canceled.
Would
because
we?
It'll just be horrible. Not for any like we won't get canceled for any like socio-political issue. We'll just get canceled because that is just the worst ear thing that could ever be put in audio. I'm glad you were drinking for that.
I'm glad you said ear thing.